the end zone.
Now the veteran workhorse. Here's James Conner. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great...
Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the left. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. Is it normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that? Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
This is brought in at the 21. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. Under pressure, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Well, partners, the first quarter too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Looking to throw here, Huntley. He'll check this one down to Carter. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here's Williams to return. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going.
Come on.
The drive will start with Conner, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on Sports. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. As they've got it as we resume action. They run the option on 2nd down. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now Huntley. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The defense, they were
Hold it ready. Ready.
Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. A short one there, caught by Swain. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somew able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6.
Reload. No.
This is Connor running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with. They have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Pressure comes and down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Kenneth Walker headed back out there. He's been good.
Ready.
Here's Huntley. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Huntley to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Ready.
Huntley looks to throw. Micah Parsons in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Connor up the middle. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. A strong run there, and for a team and a coaching staff that says they're consistently striving for a solid running game, they love those plays.
Yeah, that one didn't net them a 1st down. But isn't it the type of play that you write down on your sheet? That worked pretty well. Make sure you come back to it, especially in a key situation.
A great return there of 22 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. And on the last drive, they were in.
Ready!
And they'll begin by running the option. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football
Final
League
adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale.
To Brandon.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape.
On the check. Ready. Ready.
Here's Huntley. That's complete to his running back, Connor. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Huntley's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Hollywood Brown was not in theater as part of his debut season in Arizona, missing 5 games and crossing just 700 yards. We'll see if a regime change is what gets Brown back over 1,000 yards and to that next gear beyond. Good play there.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Talk about two sides of the ball at cross purposes, because mercifully this game's almost over for the offense, but the defense, they still want to get a few shots in. That front 7, they've loved this ball game. They've been able to pad their stats, and maybe some backups can get in and get a sack as well.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
Well, we all know this quarterback had to spend plenty of time studying prior to the game, but he has to be tired of seeing these guys, especially him. 3rd time now he's brought this quarterback down. Whole defense has had a great game, but 3 sacks, not hard to find who one of the leaders of that effort was.
And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0 you really have.
Ready up. Let's go. Cut up.
Huntley working from the gun. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Huntley looks to throw again on 2nd and 10. Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Huntley. And he's going to be... The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you could say that is just another cherry on top for this defense and that entire team. But really, this defense has sparked what's been an impressive effort here in this one.
And I notice you used the word sparked, because you're not seeing that on the...
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way.